Hello, this is a little awkward because I thought my computer had a webcam, but it doesn't. So, going ahead with the phone. I wanted to talk quickly about Read, Write, Revise because I think some people are a little bit confused about some of the parts of it. So I thought I would quickly walk you through it. Read, Write, Revise for quarter 3 is about choice. Students perform the best when they have choice. So we're reading nonfiction, but nonfiction could mean a variety of types of text. They could be reading autobiographies, they could be reading instructional books, they could be reading survey materials about a wide variety of subjects. But we had a trip to the library where students were allowed to locate a book and get it approved by me. They also have received this prompt sheet. The prompt sheet has 2 different prompts. Prompt 1 must be completed at least one time, and prompt 2 is a more creative option, and it is optional. Students do have to complete 2 prompts. So they can complete prompt 1 2 times, or they could complete prompt 1 and then complete prompt 2. It's up to them. They have that choice. Prompt 1 says specifically what goes in every single paragraph, whether they're writing in third person or first person, the same bolded words should appear. Prompt 2 is a lot more creative, and as long as students address main ideas, supporting details, author's purpose, etc., these bullet points with their product, whether that's a piece of artwork or a video or some sort of mathematical text, however they create their product, as long as it accomplishes the goals, they can turn that in. The due dates that are listed on the bottom of this sheet are a rolling submission, and it's really important to think about them as a rolling submission. These are the absolute last days that students can turn in these particular parts of the project. The first draft for book 1 is due Friday, the 16th of February. I would expect that 90% of students would have something turned in prior to that date. The reason that this is the last date is because revisions must be completed by the 2nd of March. If you haven't completed the first draft, you obviously can't start the revisions, and revisions can take some time. So giving yourself enough time to complete the revisions is really important. But the first draft for the second book is due on the 7th. The reason there's such a short turnaround there is because I would expect, again, that most students are finished with that final revision well before March 2nd. This is just the final day that they can turn things in. And the same situation with the final draft of the second book being done by the 23rd. You'll notice a quick turnaround between the 23rd and the quarter ending on the 29th. So I would expect most students to be turning this work in before these dates. These are just the very last day they can turn them in. It's a rolling submission process, and I strongly encourage them to turn their work in as soon as they are able to do so. I hope this clears up some of the more common questions that I get about Read, Write, Revise. Obviously, parents, feel free to send me an email if you still have any questions. And kids, if you still have any questions, please ask as soon as it pops into your head. Don't wait and forget that you had a question. Make sure you're turning your work in as soon as possible and turn in some quality work so that the revision process is smoother for you. And as always, just keep reading.